See if that helps. Well, it's interesting, different times of the day and the darkness that you would think it would be a lot brighter in here because, but no. I'm not affiliated, folks, but Taco Bell has a, I don't know if it's really that new anymore, line about with drinks. And they started doing these drinks called the Dirty Lemonade. And it's Tropicana lemonade, and then they put a vanilla, and then they put like a vanilla creamer in there, and oh my goodness, it is so delicious. So delicious. Okay, so, just had to say it. Let's say we have these cards out. I don't know where my mind is at right now. My schedule has changed, so I apologize for not being here the last couple days. We have toolbox that is out here still from last time, so we're still working with someone's lack of skills. Their empty toolbox. I was splitting the decks out in order to mix them up or shuffle, and we have the salmon swimming upstream with the betrayal. We have opportunity. Someone's trying really hard for an opportunity to betray somebody. That's the long and short of it with the A-line card. They were aiming for the new moon cycle in order to be able to get this betrayal in. And they were trying to act like they were innocent. And they were trying to do this betrayal and act all innocent in the process so that they can get to somebody's piggy bank. So if someone was trying to get you upset, start an argument, ruffle your feathers, come out from behind a tree, do something just to purposely get you upset, then that's what they were trying to do because there was some kind of money or something involved in it for them. Or some kind of increase for them, some kind of like maybe it made them just feel better, maybe something's happening to them and they were just so irritated and it was just like, they just thought it would make them feel better if they could get you all up in arms. I mean, even though I make cards and I read my cards and everything, and then it's like when the cards come out and then whatever the cards were saying actually happens in that day, it's just so, it really does take me back. I still find it amazing. Like, I just don't understand how it works. But I know for me, there was a situation where someone was it seemed like it was purposely trying to get me upset. Because it was something that we've already talked about before, and it was just like, why are we having the same conversation again? I don't get it. We've got clubs coming out. I've been thinking a lot about that card the last couple days as well. Maybe someone's trying to get into a club. Maybe that's why they're doing it. We have the mullet. It's party in the back, conservative in the front. Maybe someone can't make up their mind whether they want to be a part of this club or if they want this person to be part of the club. We've got a snow globe here. Waiting for things to settle, maybe before they decide. Thinking about all the good times. Maybe shopping around still to see if it's a good fit or what it is that they kind of want to take home with them involving the situation. You've got balance and the justice. Okay, bottom of the deck we have our lobster card here. In case you're new, I make cards, and I put them into a deck, and then I talk about them. A lot of times, certain situations that have happened or occurred in my life, I will share those that information or those stories based on my interpretation of what they were. Um, my hunches, my thoughts, my feelings, my ideas, stuff of that nature. Some of these cards are in different stages. Some of them are penciled in, like this new moon card and that lobster card, and some of them will not have any research on the back. Some of them do. Some of them are completely colored in, and some of them, we've got see no evil, speak no evil, hear no evil. And then I have some that are completely colored in, but there's no research on them yet. So they're just, and some of them even have just a word on there, believe it or not. Multiplied. Pick. So this kind of goes along with what we were talking about as far as in the beginning. Someone trying to pick some kind of situation with you having to do with the new moon. It could be just whatever's in the energy. Maybe it's just going on for everyone right now. It's just like kind of the wills, kind of seeing where everyone's head is at and where their heart is. Like where do you lie on the side of things? Are you on the more reactive side of things, or are you on the more observant side of things where you kind of just let things play out, right? So because we have the monkeys here, and because it's next to the new moon, and because it's multiplied, either I'm going to say someone is really acting like they don't see, don't know, don't speak on anything that negative that is happening or going on, right? Or they're literally amping up the ante in order to pick up people. The flying monkeys are everywhere. And it could have something to do with trying to make someone vulnerable. It could have something to do with someone's significant other or ex-significant other. We've got dodgeball coming out. If anyone ever remembers playing that in grade school, this person could be someone that you've known since grade school. I'm often thinking there's someone I dated in my adult life, and I'm wondering if it's the same person that when I was in elementary school, if it was the same person that another student had to come in and drag this person off of me because he pinned me down and he was trying to kiss me, and I kid you not, we were like in the 4th grade. Maybe 5th grade, actually. And the only reason why I say that is because the person that I had dated in my adult life is friends with someone that I knew since junior high school, but didn't realize that we actually went to elementary school together. And those two are friends. So I'm thinking that this person is probably the same person that he said that they knew each other since grade school. So I'm like, I wonder if that's the same person, and I just didn't connect the two until this moment, not this moment specifically, but after we had dated. I don't know. Again, it's just a thought. We've got a monster. Yeah, I kind of told the story that it seemed like he was a monster and he was trying to rush in and pin me down to give me a kiss, but we were kids. And can we really just, come on. Granted, kids should be able to know or understand that we don't do things like that, but who's to say? Maybe he's on the spectrum, and this is during a time when we didn't know about spectrum. We didn't know about ADD. We didn't know about any of that stuff. I didn't know him back then, so I can only assume that, I don't know. But I don't think he was a monster at all. A grade school monster with rose-colored lenses. Okay, am I looking at it with rose-colored lenses? I think he's just misunderstood. Trying to find a loophole here. It's also yet another resource network, is what YARN stands for as an acronym. Maybe someone's trying to create some kind of situation because they know that somebody has rose-colored lenses and they won't see a monster as a monster. Maybe someone actually dodged a monster because of their viewpoint. A monster network. Oh, it's plus. What are we plussing? Plus their shadow side. See, this is one that's just not even, it's just a word and just a scribble and just a quick doodle. Plus the shadow. Dodging the monster, rose-colored with rose-colored lenses, connecting them with their shadow side. So maybe this person is connecting themselves with their shadow side. Calculator. Things are adding up. Maybe someone was in their shadow period and they were trying to, that's their sense of vulnerability. Maybe someone was in their shadow period. Maybe someone is very positive, yet they're very also able to see and work through the shadow parts. We've got fire here. A burn and desire. Purity. Maybe someone dodged getting burned. Sprinkler. The sprinklers come in just in time putting that fire out, right? Oh, and here's burnt. How crazy is that? You see what I mean? This is just, I mean, so bizarre to me. So something was obviously left for too long. Maybe someone had the rose-colored glasses on for too long. A salmon swimming upstream. They made it way more difficult for themselves. Maybe they really thought that something was going to just trickle down. They thought everything was going to work out. They thought everything was going to be fine. And they had great passion for whatever it was that they were working on. They left it too long, and now they're swimming upstream. It is much harder than it had to be. The grass is greener on the side you choose to water, folks. Someone left a situation. Maybe they thought the situation was too hard. Maybe they were there too long, and so they wanted to go ahead and switch teams, find a new teammate. A pelican. The pelicans were almost extinct twice, folks. And they came back. The first time they were used for all of their resources, and the second times they were affected by the pesticides that are in society. And that's coming in underneath the shadow. So either this person is eradicating their shadow side, or the other story is they did all of this stuff to this individual who they wanted to have be in a vulnerable situation, that they just kept picking at this person, hoping that they would take themselves to the other side with the pelican card. But here they are. They're still here. The betrayal. Now they're trying to hide the betrayal that happened. With the chameleon card. Hide, hidden, blend in. We've got a submarine, which is my Pisces card. Something that is submerged and it's coming to the surface. It's a yellow submarine, because we used to sing that song, We All Live in a Yellow Submarine. But we would change it to a red fire truck because the neighbor who lived on our street was a fireman. Cute, right? And then here we have the fire truck. And also to mention, the one that I had dated is a Pisces. as well. Hiding what is submerged. But submarines always come back up to the surface, right? Sprinkling. Let's sprinkle the flames a little. Let's put a little bit of something over that. Commitment. So, could this be a situation where if someone was trying to flee and go to the other side of things where they thought the grass is greener instead of doing the work, they spent too much time there? Maybe they decided that they wanted to stay with the person that they were with and they were going to try to work things out with this person, go through all of the hard work, right? Maybe these people were passionate communicators, so they wanted to make sure that they toned that down a little bit and see if that helped situations, but they were there just way too long. They were working way too hard just to make things work, just to procreate. It just seemed like it was way harder than it had to be. And now this is coming to an end because someone was hiding a betrayal the whole time that's coming to the surface in this commitment. At the studio. Well, this is odd because the person that I had who I had dated, who's a Pisces, had a studio, and I have a few videos back where I've been talking about what happened at the studio. So is that the betrayal that was trying to be hidden? I do not know. But these people are trying to create some kind of storyline. Maybe they were trying to make money out of some kind of storyline. Maybe they were doing it so long that they figured no one would ever know. But now people are figuring it out. They're seeing what had happened. They're labeling this person as being a monster for doing the things that they did. Bored? I don't know why every time I see this card I think of waterboarding someone or something. We have a cork board, a surfboard, a skateboard. One of our viewers suggested the skateboard, which I thought was kind of a cool idea. So I put little wheels on the bottom. We've got a cork, what did I say? A cutting board, like a chopping block. We have a green chalkboard, and we have a white board. And a black board. Or it could be someone who's literally just bored with the whole situation. Who knew so many different things could be bored? It's a volcano. Something is erupting. We've got frustration. And it's coming in underneath the calculator and the betrayal. It was a calculated betrayal that had happened, and someone's frustrated because everything's about to blow up in their faces. That board is making me think of a flat line. Or adding wood to the fire. The situation is definitely erupting. Coming to collect. This coming to collect card is about the ancient of all ancient spirits that existed before the spiritual rules ever came about. And this spirit is coming to collect on what it was promised based on the karma of the people involved. Dun dun dun. We've got the egg. A new beginning. Maybe someone thinks they're having a new beginning, but they're not because of what's coming to collect. Or maybe they're trying to hatch a new beginning because of the spirits that are supposed to be coming to collect. Fluff and hope fold. This is my Gemini card. Two pieces of machinery that look almost identical, but they do two completely different things, right? It's also cleaning up a situation, dual purpose. We've got our poison card. Also a pirate. Could be a pirate ship. Invitation only. You are cordially, my words, you are cordially invited. Please RSVP. So someone is definitely being expected. There's a deadline. It's by invite only. A request was made, and it's a special event. They cleaned up their toxic behaviors, and they're going to ask for a new start. They probably rubbed an egg all over their body to get rid of the negativity and thinking that that's the best way to do it. We've got the first pancake. They're asking for another opportunity, another chance, right? Maybe they're going to do this in front of a lot of people. The first pancake always kind of comes out a little wonky because it's like you don't know if the skillet is hot enough. So until you are able to put down your second pancake or whatnot, you definitely know whether it's going to work out or not. Ooh, we've got bunches of tape. This was my caution tape card, but I changed it to just tape, and it's going to symbolize the caution tape, the red tape, the painter's tape, the planting tape, the blue, oh, that's the painter's tape. And then, of course, you have your masking tape. You've got the gray duct tape. It's like it fixes everything, right? It holds everything together. It keeps what needs to be kept out. It forewarns people that you're not supposed to be in that space. Things of that nature. There's things to be done before you can do something. That's the red tape. Someone's very frustrated about all the red tape that's being, that needs to be worked out. All because of the betrayal. Past life, it could be a past life relationship or situation. I mean, I truly feel like if we do have past lives, and of course, if you didn't work out whatever it was that needed to be worked out in the last life, then you're going to have to work it out in this life, and you're not going to even know that you guys are having something to work out in this life because you're not aware to what the fact that there was a past life that existed, if that makes any sense. So whatever this red tape is, or whatever these issues are, or whatever else, and the betrayal, perhaps it was happening in a past life as well, and the person made the same decision they made last life, this life. But in this life now, they're trying to unwind all of that and say, you know what, I am aware of, and maybe they don't know that there was a past life experience at all. But they're probably in this life thinking, you know what, I'm aware of the mistake that I made, and I made the wrong choice. I stayed there too long, and now I want to come and I want to try it again with you in order to make things work, because there was some kind of betrayal that maybe they were told that the person that they were interested in seemed like they were a good choice, and they seemed like they were a joyous kind of person, but they told them that, you know what, they're a monster. Whomever it was that told them this, the monkeys. But in reality, this was actually their lobster, their other person. The siren. The sirens will sing their song and lure you in, and then all of a sudden, you're like, I should not have listened to the siren. You live and you learn, right? We've got storage. Now you can remember, you can hold on to it. The siren was trying to hold on to someone, perhaps. Maybe it was the one that they were in that situation with the green grass that erupted, that was toxic. Maybe they're putting all of their things in storage. Plunge. Taking the plunge now. There's the moonlight there. We've got the ducks or the geese there, which are a symbol of communication, incoming communication. This is also the card of using something for what it wasn't intended to be used for. Body art. Someone is vocal about what they believe in. They say it without having to say it. They're very transparent. You know what they're thinking. You know what their beliefs are. They're creative. There was another descript that I forgot about. Holds importance, the past. Pretty permanent, special occasions. Pain to gain, someone with tattoos. A roadmap to someone's life experiences, self-expression, openly self-expressive. I don't remember what the other word meaning I was thinking of earlier, but someone was framed, or they're trying to frame someone in a certain light. We've got a bear. Someone's hibernating. Maybe they're trying to frame the storyline to why someone is in isolation or taking a break. Or maybe someone is just taking their time. It's just not the right season yet. The center of the spread is the studio card, which all of these things are surrounding that studio card. The creation of. We've got the dodgeball and the bear, the hibernation. Maybe waiting it out in this situation was the best thing someone could have done because you've dodged a whole bunch of issues or problems. Past life and calculator are catty corner from each other. That's interesting. So I'd say that that's pretty much like fated, destiny, right? You had to work this out. Or the situation in the past was all calculated. Maybe it was a situation where they came in and they created a passionate situation when they were already with someone. And they had no intentions on staying. They had planned on just being there a short time. But somewhere along the line, this person started getting feelings for this individual, seeing how such a sweetheart they were, how creative they were, how they were able to deal with the shadow aspects of life. And they got involved with this other individual either because there was some kind of incentive for them to, or they were literally just bored with their life and what they were doing already. So now this person wants to start a new life. They want to start again. They want to try again. They want to start over. And now they're they're trying to say, you know what, I've cleaned up my act. And they're trying to invite someone to try it again. Let's just start over. Let's forget the past. Let's just block it all out. Let's put it behind us, a distant memory. How about if we sleep on it and then you can tell me what your answer is? We've got the nest. Maybe someone has an empty nest now. Bless those who curse you, for you will be blessed. Maybe someone was trying to empty your house. The Statue of Liberty. Maybe they were trying to isolate you and deprive you of your liberties. Success. Or maybe someone's gained their freedom. The empty nest. But we've got the egg here. So we have a safe place for that egg to land and for that egg to hatch and for that egg to grow. So regardless of how empty perhaps things got, or maybe how alone someone felt, they still prayed for the individuals that caused the chaos and caused the issues or caused the problem. And because they prayed for these individuals, they were able to find the freedom from it, regardless if they were being denied their liberties or not. And through the prayer and through, that's how they gained their freedom, through the prayer. And now they have success at being a leader. They're a successful leader, a successful, they've got pride. They could be a Leo, king of the jungle, leader of the family. It is also symbolizing, you know, the lion and the lamb. We've got magic coming out, upright, tech, change. Someone could have came in and changed somebody's tech. Since we had this, the yarn, the connections and stuff. Like magic, they just changed their all of their electronics. We've got gossip. Maybe they put some kind of gossip or verbiage on somebody's phone or computer systems. Maybe that was the betrayal that they came across. Like magic, they changed what was said, so maybe they're changing the text messages. They're trying to act like they didn't see anything, hear anything, or speak about anything. They're trying to act like they were not involved. Hi. Hi, little one. Hello. Last minute, this has been being planned for quite some time. It's definitely not last minute. We've got 9. Someone's learned their lesson and it landed on top of the poison. It's the learning of a lesson, the completion of a cycle. Faith is upside down. They don't really have very much faith in this situation, to be quite honest. They don't know if it's going to work. Oopsie. Compromise community. They compromised the community. Maybe they got the community involved. When they roofied someone, that's what happened at the studio, folks. That's what I was saying. I think it was a roofie. I don't know. It was in my water and it made me go to sleep. Could involve a Capricorn, and then someone's not beat, someone's not tired, someone's not hurt. Could have happened during Capricorn season, which is around Christmas time and New Year's. Q upside down. They're not queuing it anymore. I need to redo that roof. Well, I guess it kind of hasn't. Envy. It was all because of envy. Maybe they saw the betrayal and they got jealous. So they sent this person in, and then the person ended up falling in love with this person. They were envious in the past life. Maybe they're saying they did not BEAT this person. Maybe they can't BEAT this person, like win over them. Order. What is it? What is it? Really? Okay. All right. There was a witness. Someone witnessed what happened. Maybe that's also what was the part of the betrayal. that they tried to hide. Wood, spiritual upside down. For a reason, they're non-spiritual. L upside down also could be the number 7. No project. It was not coming from left field. This is something you'll probably see coming. You'll want to ask why. They're going to say, why won't you take me back? Clouded judgment of an Aquarius. Being hit by the letter A upside down. Someone who's in their south node. Their perspective above blank wasn't an accident. They're not trying to gaslight a Taurus who's in their south node. Commit upside down. A non-committed Taurus who's in their south node. Alright, I need to take care of this one. Oh, if you will, make it a great day. Take care. There's always something in every day that makes it a great day. You just have to find it. With that being said, thank you for being here. Bye-bye. To answer your question, Nefertiti, they are kind of waterproof because they've got little sleeves on them. Thanks for being here, ink droplets. Take care. Oh, we didn't know it didn't exist yet. Take care. Bye.